Greetings, Manchester City supporter. Today, I bring you the latest updates on our beloved city. But first, you know the drill, right? Leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news about the citizens. Pep Guardiola made a point of highlighting the importance of Oscar Bobb remembering the affection he receives from the Etihad Stadium supporters, especially now, as he makes his long-awaited return to the pitch. The young forward has finally returned after a long spell on the sidelines due to a serious leg injury that kept him out for most of the season. Bobb has always been a fan favorite since he began making a name for himself in the first team. His refined technique and composure in decisive moments quickly caught the attention of supporters. A standout example of his talent was the stunning goal he scored in stoppage time against Newcastle in January 2024. In that unforgettable moment, he received a brilliant pass from Kevin De Bruyne, expertly dribbled past the goalkeeper, and calmly slotted the ball home to secure a crucial win for City. Bobb's impressive preseason performances suggested that he would play a significant role in Guardiola's squad. His impact was evident in the Community Shield against Manchester United, where he provided the assist for the goal that leveled the match. However, fate had other plans just before the Premier League opener against Chelsea. He suffered a leg fracture that ruled him out, beginning a long and challenging recovery journey. Last Wednesday, in a match against Leicester, Bobb was included in City's squad for the first time since that Community Shield clash. As he warmed up near the section where players' families sit, he received a warm reception from the fans. The applause and cheers only grew louder when assistant coach Juan Malilo called Bobb to come on in the final minutes of the match, replacing Sinho. After the game, Guardiola expressed his delight at seeing Bobb back on the pitch, but revealed that he had waited to introduce him until City had gained more control over the match. The team's primary focus at the moment is securing Champions League qualification, and the Spanish manager plans to reintegrate Bobb gradually. He went through a tough period and couldn't recover in the way we had initially planned, Guardiola explained. It's been a long time since he last played, but the support from the fans is something he must always remember. Oscar is an exceptionally talented player. His pressing and speed make him stand out. I wanted to bring him on earlier, but with a 2-0 scoreline, the game wasn't completely secure yet. So, Citizens fans, how excited are you about Oscar Bobb's return? Do you think he could become an important player for Manchester City next season? Share your thoughts in the comments. But the City news doesn't stop here. Arsenal's transfer plans could suffer a major setback in the upcoming window, which might pave the way for Manchester City and Liverpool to benefit. Mikel Arteta could be facing a significant blow, as one of the Gunners' main transfer targets may end up heading elsewhere. In recent years, Arsenal, City, and Liverpool have been leading forces in the Premier League, but it seems that significant changes are on the horizon. Guardiola's Manchester City has faced considerable challenges this season, highlighting the need for a squad refresh. Goalkeeper Ederson has already hinted that some players' cycles at the club are coming to an end, with rumors suggesting that up to 8 players could leave the Etihad this summer. Even though some departures are expected, City also plans to strengthen the squad with new signings, and one of them could be a surprise. According to the Spanish newspaper Super Deporte, Martin Zubimendi is considering his next move, and although he was very close to joining Arsenal, he now has 2 new options: Manchester City and Liverpool. For Arsenal, this shift represents a significant loss, as the 26-year-old Spanish midfielder was seen as a key addition to strengthen the squad next season. Sky Sports journalist Dharmesh Sheth even stated on the Transfer Talk podcast that Zubimendi was practically set to join Arsenal for the next campaign. However, Manchester City has now started to monitor the possibility of signing him as a long-term replacement for Rodri. The Spanish midfielder is one of Guardiola's key players, and having someone of Zubimendi's caliber could be essential to ensuring a solid future in midfield. At the end of last year, Zubimendi expressed his desire to stay at Real Sociedad, stating, "I have always believed that the best thing for me was to continue at my club. But the situation has changed, and a move to the Premier League now seems inevitable." Surprisingly, Manchester City and Liverpool have emerged as the favorites to secure his signature, leaving Arsenal in a difficult position. Manchester City remains in a season of transition, facing challenges both on and off the pitch. While the team fights for a spot in the Champions League, the Etihad's backstage is buzzing with speculation about reinforcements and possible departures. One of Pep Guardiola and the fans' biggest concerns is Rodri's situation. The Spanish midfielder suffered a serious knee injury in September, deeply shaking the team's structure. His absence has been felt at various points throughout the season, as he is considered one of the squad's most influential players. Since his injury, fans have been eagerly awaiting updates on his recovery. Recently, Guardiola addressed the matter, but has yet to guarantee that Rodri will return to action this season. For the manager, the priority is the player's full recovery, even if it means not having him on the pitch for the next few months. "Patience is needed," said Guardiola. "I would love to have him back soon, but it was a complicated injury. He has already been out for over 6 months, and normally, this type of recovery takes between 7.5 to 8 months. He has started training with us, which is already a good sign, but we need to take it one step at a time. The numbers clearly show Rodri's importance to City. He is not just a defensive midfielder, but the team's backbone, responsible for dictating the tempo of the game and protecting the defense. Without him, the team has lost consistency and conceded more goals than usual. While it may be tempting to rush his return, the priority is ensuring he is 100% fit for next season. With this in mind, Guardiola is planning the squad's reshaping for the 2025-26 season. The board is already eyeing potential reinforcements to keep City at the top, and one of the areas needing special attention is the defense, specifically the right-back position. The departure of Kyle Walker, who was loaned to AC Milan, left a void in the position. Rico Lewis, a promising young talent at the club, has yet to establish himself as a guaranteed starter. Moreover, Pep has had to improvise players in some matches, something unsustainable in the long term. Given this scenario, City has turned its attention to Kylian Sildilia, a young right-back from Freiburg, Germany. The 22-year-old is being closely monitored by the club, which sees him as a solution to its defensive issues. Sildilia has already attracted interest from other Premier League sides, such as Liverpool, Chelsea, Aston Villa, and Brighton, but City appears determined to enter the race strongly. According to journalist Graham Bailey, the club is accelerating negotiations to ensure the player arrives at the Etihad in the next transfer window. The young fullback has attributes reminiscent of João Cancelo, who was a key figure at City before leaving the club. Besides playing as a right-back, Sildilia can also operate in other defensive positions, making him a versatile and highly valuable asset for a manager like Guardiola. In the current Bundesliga season, the player has provided 2 assists, while also contributing defensively with impressive stats. He averages 3.3 tackles per game and has helped his team keep 6 clean sheets. These statistics show that he is not just an attacking fullback, but also effective in defense, a crucial trait for a player in a Guardiola-led side. With the right-back position being one of City's weakest areas, Sildilia's arrival could be the perfect solution. Scout Yas Koulibaly has even described him as a complete player, highlighting his ability to defend and attack efficiently. And you, Citizens fans, do you think Sildilia would be a good signing for City? Or do you believe the club should prioritize other positions first? Leave your opinion in the comments. While Manchester City's board plans the team's future, another major issue is on the agenda: the potential departures of veteran players. Kevin De Bruyne, one of the club's greatest legends in recent history, could be on his way out at the end of the season. The Belgian, who joined City in 2015, has been a crucial part of the team's success over the years. But his contract is nearing its end, and rumors suggest he might seek a new challenge. At 33 years old, De Bruyne still has plenty to offer, but his high wages and recurring injuries might lead City to decide against renewing his contract. Moreover, clubs from Saudi Arabia have shown interest in signing him, offering astronomical figures to persuade him to move. If De Bruyne does leave, City will need to find a worthy replacement. Several names have already been linked, and one of them is Jamal Musiala, the young star of Bayern Munich. At just 21 years old, Musiala is regarded as one of the most promising talents in world football and could be the ideal successor to De Bruyne in City's midfield. However, City will not be alone in the race for Musiala. Real Madrid and Liverpool are also monitoring the player's situation, which could make his signing a significant challenge. Additionally, Bayern is unlikely to let go of such a promising talent without demanding a hefty transfer fee. The potential departure of De Bruyne would be a major blow for City, but could also open the door for a squad refresh. Guardiola will have to decide whether to go for an already established name in European football or to give more opportunities to young players like Oscar Bobb, who is looking to gain prominence in the team. The future of Manchester City remains a hot topic, and one of the biggest questions surrounding the club is the squad renewal. With veteran players possibly leaving the team and new signings on the way, Guardiola must make strategic decisions to keep City competitive in the coming seasons. In addition to the possible departure of Kevin De Bruyne, another name that could leave the club is Bernardo Silva. The Portuguese midfielder has been the subject of speculation for several transfer windows, with interest from clubs such as Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain. Bernardo is one of the most versatile players in the squad, capable of playing both in midfield and attack, and his departure would leave a significant gap in Guardiola's team. The main issue for City is not just replacing these players, but finding the right pieces that fit the team's playing style. Guardiola prefers intelligent technical players who can perform multiple roles on the pitch. With this in mind, the club has already begun analyzing potential targets to strengthen the squad. In addition to Jamal Musiala, who could be a potential replacement for De Bruyne, another name being considered is Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen. The young German has been shining in the Bundesliga and is seen as one of the most promising players in European football. With excellent vision, dribbling ability, and finishing skills, Wirtz could be a perfect fit for Guardiola's City. Another area that may require reinforcements is the attack. Erling Haaland remains the team's main star, but there are uncertainties regarding his attacking partners. Jack Grealish has struggled to establish himself as an undisputed starter, while Phil Foden, despite his undeniable talent, has been used in various roles. Furthermore, Julian Alvarez's situation remains uncertain, as the Argentine has attracted interest from other European clubs. Given this, City may look for another attacking option to add more depth to the squad. Among the names being considered is Rafael Leão, the AC Milan forward. The Portuguese has been one of the standout players in Italian football in recent years, known for his speed, dribbling, and finishing ability. Guardiola has previously shown interest in players with this profile, and Leão could be a valuable addition to City. On the other hand, the club also needs to deal with potential departures in the defensive sector. The already mentioned issue at right-back remains a concern, but another matter that requires attention is the future of João Cancelo. Currently on loan at Barcelona, Cancelo is not expected to stay with the Spanish club, but there are also no guarantees that he will return to wear the City shirt. If he is sold, the club will need to further strengthen the fullback positions to ensure a balanced squad. With so many expected moves, the upcoming transfer window promises to be one of the busiest for Manchester City in recent years. Guardiola will have to balance the departure of experienced players with the arrival of new talents, maintaining the team's competitiveness without compromising its tactical identity. And you, Citizens fans, what changes would you like to see in the squad for next season? Do you think City needs more reinforcements in attack, midfield, or defense? Leave your opinion in the comments. While the board works behind the scenes on the pitch, City continues fighting to secure their place in the Champions League. The 2024-25 season has been challenging, with Liverpool leading the race for the Premier League title. Even so, City still have important goals to achieve. In the FA Cup, the team advanced after defeating Bournemouth and remains in the hunt for the trophy. With the Premier League and Champions League becoming tougher objectives to reach, the FA Cup could be Guardiola's best chance to lift silverware this season. The Spanish manager knows that maintaining a winning mentality is essential, regardless of the difficulties the team faces. In his interviews, Guardiola has emphasized the importance of fighting until the end and ensuring that City finish the season in the best possible way. With Rodri recovering, potential signings arriving, and a squad overhaul on the horizon, Manchester City may be going through a transition period, but expectations for the future remain high. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to keep up with all the latest news on our Manchester City. A big hug, and see you in the next video.